Federal agents have raided the home and the office of Rudy Giuliani, Donald Trump's personal lawyer. It comes as Joe Biden marks his first 100 days in office. Our North America correspondent Barbara Miller joins us now from Washington, D.C. So this is we've just learned about this raid on Rudy Giuliani's home and office. Barbara, what do we know?
Just a few details at the moment, Madeline, that these raids pertain to his office and home, and that electronic devices were seized. Now, this is in connection with the long-running investigation into actions related to Ukrainian interests. And the investigation's looking at whether there was any impropriety in Rudy Giuliani's dealings with these figures in Ukraine. He was seeking to get information from them on Donald Trump's main rival, Joe Biden, the now president, in particular on Joe Biden's son, Hunter, and the investigation is trying to find out whether perhaps favours were promised in return for that. Now, we have heard from Rudy Giuliani's lawyer. He described these raids as an act of legal thuggery, and he said his client was already cooperating with the investigation, so he suggested it wasn't necessary. And we've also just heard a pretty angry response from Rudy Giuliani's son, Andrew.
Anybody, any American, whether you're red or blue, should be extremely disturbed by what happened here today, by the continued politicization of the Justice Department. This is disgusting. This is absolutely absurd, and it's the continued politicization of the Justice Department that we have seen. And it has to stop. If this can happen to the former president's lawyer, this can happen to any American. Enough is enough.
Gosh, he sounds like Rudy Giuliani, doesn't he, Barbara? So while all of this is happening, as a backdrop to that, Joe Biden is marking his first 100 days in office. So what's planned?
That's right. We're building up here to a major policy speech, an address to a joint session of Congress. The Rudy Giuliani news has kind of thrown that off the headline. But essentially, this is a major event. As you say, it's on the eve of his first 100 days in office. And at the centre of that speech is expected to be Joe Biden outlining his plans for yet another massive spend. He's going to be talking about what he's calling the American Families Plan. That would be 2.3 trillion Australian dollars in spending. It would, for example, see 2 years of free preschool available to all Americans, as well as 2 years of free community college and a paid parental scheme, for example. Now, this is the third major spend he's unveiled in those 100 days. This address, it's not technically a State of the Union address because it's his first year in office. It will also see him reflect on his successes over the past 100 days. There we expect COVID to be a big topic. And he'll also talk, we've heard, about gun reform and about police reform and about immigration. Of course, Madeline, this event is severely impacted by COVID. There'll just be about 200 people in the House to see that speech live tonight. Normally, there would be 1,600.